Are you f***ing what is going on right now?
What's up, you guys? Welcome to another video of my F-550 Mobzilla custom truck camper build. And if you've been following the build, you guys know it's been a team effort up to this point. We got all the main modifications of the truck installed at Buck Stop in Oregon. We went to Colorado, got the Bowen Customs flatbed, got that Bison Overland camper installed in Oklahoma, as well as the interior from Radfab. And now the truck's in my hands. I really got to figure some stuff out. And to be honest, I'm doing a lot of stuff for the first time on this build. I like to just figure things out as I go, but I've boxed myself in a lot of areas that created some issues. I'm stepping up the game and doing plumbing better than I've ever done before. As you know, I was using these temporary 2.5 gallon tanks. One has the fresh tank and one has the gray tank.
Gotta drill out the drain hole. Did it. There it is.
All right, it's time to put the tank fittings on. We're going to use silicone RTV for that extra seal, but these things are legit. Stainless steel brewing fittings, so there's quite a bit going on here that I've thought about quite a bit. This is the drain here, and as you can see, like, this piece goes in the tank. This is a separate adapter. This is the vent, and then this is the tank fill. So let's get all these fittings into our 55 gallon under kitchen freshwater tank.
Should really install my air conditioner.
We've got all of our fittings for the water tank in. And we're focusing on the drain because we're going to start putting the water pump and things up here, and we won't have access to it. Again, in the spirit of overbuilding things, we have this 304 stainless steel, 3/4 national pipe thread, male on this end, female on this end, and this is going to go through the floor. It's going to connect to that drain right there and go through the floor to the outside. I'm going to have a drain plug right there that you'll have to remove. We've got this on-off valve just right there, as close as we can have it to the tank, so there's no opportunity for crap to build up in there. Well, the drain hole's being a bugger. I'm waiting on some 8-inch long drill bits to get in there, and some new hole saw stuff.
I ordered a 6-inch long drill bit and this 90-degree extension thing because I couldn't get the drill. Like, I was hitting this wall when I was trying to get, if you can see, there's just not 6 inches between the floor and the end of the drill. But with this thing on it, I was able to come in and get this angle. You can see there is enough room for that. We've got the super dangler device here, so we can drill like crazy angles.
So I've got to drill the drain from the outside, and I just tried to put the drill under there and it didn't fit. In order to move this tire down further, I flexed the other side, put the max tracks in the front here just to help a little bit. And now let's see if we can actually get our drill. Look at that. Boom, we can get our drill in there flat and start to drill this hole. Look at that, ripping through.
Okay, now we're gonna drill our sinkhole right about 4.5, right about here. I just did a bunch of measurements for this sinkhole. So if we drill through here, it should come out pretty good on the bottom. These are my 2 bits that get these big holes done. These are 1 3/8 inch, and I definitely like to start them with this little guy, this hole saw. But as you can see, I tried to shave this down because this isn't fit through the hole that this cuts, which is so stupid long. I had to get this to finish the job, but this is still a great way to start it. That's all the horse mat there, the rubber. So we're through the composite into the horse mat, and you can see aluminum coming out, so we're about to poke through the bottom in record time.
That was absolutely amazing and comical, ridiculous, all at the same time. I just drilled the sink drain in a couple minutes, a minute or two, real quick. It took weeks to get the freshwater tank drain right. Literally, to get the right drill bits, to get the right 90-degree attachments, because it was far, like I couldn't get into it. I couldn't reach it to drill the holes. Having the right tools for the job is so important. So I'm going to link everything down below, all these new bits and things that I found that rip through 1.5 inches of composite, the 1/2 inch little like rubber stall mats, the aluminum sheet that's over this, the steel frame that's under this, and then in this case, this was the aluminum fender as well. There's that hole. What is going on right now? Oh, there we go. Wow, that was so scary. Oh my gosh, I thought that just wasn't fitting. All right, now that we've got the drain all situated, the next thing before we tie down the water tank to these mounts we just drilled in is to put this water electrical distribution panel right there. It's gonna come in right there, and it's literally, I mean, there is no room for error. It's gonna go all the way to the tank and all the way up there. So I got to drill holes from the outside, from the inside out, to make sure that we cut this just perfectly. Whew, and it's gonna be the riskiest, closest cut I've made yet. But first, we gotta do some things with the countertop. So we're gonna get the countertop back out, put an induction cooktop in, and all sorts of little pieces to this puzzle are going to come together. So make sure you subscribe. Don't miss the next episode. Comment what you thought of this one. Thanks to my patrons for helping support the channel. And we'll see you on the next one. The only question is, are you down to mob and DIY truck camper build stuff? Ew.